Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Boyd versus Walker.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Boyd, you are here today with your son, a semi-pro football player who you say is being taken advantage of by the defendant. You argue she's told your son and another man that they are her 3-year-old daughter's biological father. Ms. Walker, you admit that another man was at the hospital when your daughter was born. You admit he cut the umbilical cord. You even admit he's on the child's birth certificate. But now you say you've suddenly changed your mind and believe Mr. Boyd is her biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Boyd, why do you believe Ms. Walker is now claiming your son fathered her daughter?
Your Honor, I raised my child to be a good man and a father. And I just believe that Ms. Walker knows his potential, him being a semi-pro football player and all, and that he'll do the right thing for not only the child that I believe is his, but also for the other 2 children that she have. And I just don't want, if this is my grandbaby, I just don't want her to go through what I went through. I believe the man was my dad for 7 years. And when he passed away, I found out he wasn't my father. And I don't want that for not only this baby, no baby.
I understand. Ms. Walker, your response to that?
I did come trying to keep it 100 with both men and letting them know that it's a possibility, either or could be the father of this child. And in my heart, I felt like it was the other guy because he was there and he stayed around. Mr. Boyd, he disappeared, went MIA on me, and he wasn't around 3 months later. Now, all of a sudden, you want to keep sending me pictures, and that's what gave me doubt about the whole situation because they did look alike, and I have proof and evidence right here, Your Honor.
Jerome, can you please hand me that evidence?
And that's the reason why I had doubt because she did look like Mr. Boyd, but he went MIA, like I said, and the other man stepped up and he was there from the beginning.
So this evidence here on the left is a picture of Mr. Boyd as a child. And then on the right is a picture of your daughter,
Yes, Your Honor.
Regine.
Yes, Your Honor. Her eyes, they both have like the little bug eyes, and their teeth. When she smiles, they touch just like his does.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
been 3 years, and we've been trying to do this test. I shouldn't have had to bring them here after 3 years.
And so when you found out you were pregnant, you told Mr. Boyd and the other guy?
Yes, Your Honor.
You told them both?
I told them both at the same time.
Mr. Boyd, what did she tell you?
She told me that it was a possibility it could be mine or the other guy's.
So she was honest?
Yes, she did.
What was your response?
I told her that we need to get a DNA test done because I was not present. I did not sign the birth certificate, and I was not there during the birth.
Because you chose not to be there.
Is there a reason why you didn't go up to see the baby, Mr. Boyd?
No, there wasn't. I don't believe I was there that day, that weekend that it happened. I wasn't there when she was born. I got the call, I was out of town.
The man of my other 2 kids, he was there from day one, and he came to the hospital. And he was there when I had her, and he came and he stayed for a little bit, and then he continued to go on about his business because he chose to be there.
I have proof right here that he signed the birth certificate. And
He did?
Yes, he did.
Jerome, let me see that evidence, please. This is birth certificate for Regine. And yes, I do see signature here under father.
Yes, he was there and he signed the paper, and she got his last name and everything because he was present. When he went MIA, I'm not trying to keep nobody around who doesn't want to be kept because I feel if you wanted to know, you would have been there from day one, regardless the situation.
So during this time, during this 3 years, have you built a relationship with Regine?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have?
I have.
Describe it, please.
When she was about maybe 2 or 3 months old, they came to our family reunion and we showed her our whole family. And it was probably over 300 people there. So I saw the resemblance. She looked like me when I was a little girl. But I didn't know anything about this. All I know is my son told me that this is his baby. I never even questioned it. I didn't know anything about another guy. I didn't know any of that.
So you've developed a real bond with Reginae.
Yes, Your Honor, I love her.
And Mr. Boyd, how about you? What is your relationship like with Reginae?
We have a good relationship together. She calls me every now and then to ask, just to talk to me out during the day, see how I was doing, say hi, and then she'll she'll get bored, and then she won't talk on the phone no more. But she just about calls me just about every day.
She calls you daddy?
Yes.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Ms. Walker, what's Reginae's relationship like with the other man?
With the other man, she does call him dad, but it's like he has that on and off relationship with her, and that's what I don't like.
So your 3-year-old daughter is calling 2 different men daddy?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
As a grandmother, when she spent Christmas with us, it broke my heart because she said something about the other man, and that being her dad, and then she said something about my son. Like I said, being through what I went through, I couldn't correct her. How do you correct a 3-year-old? When they're already confused, it just really broke my heart, and that's why we're here today.
Okay, I think it's time we get this resolved. I'm ready for the results. Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Boyd v. Walker, pertaining to whether 3-year-old Reginae Hayes, and as to whether Mr. Boyd is her biological father, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Boyd, you are not her father. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize for my actions, but I did let you know that from the beginning.
Mr. Boyd, Ms. Boyd?
I'm just happy that it came out now, opposed to her living for 18 years, thinking that she had 2 fathers and not knowing the difference, because
How do you feel, Mr. Boyd? I know you said you developed a love and relationship.
It hurts a lot because I do love her, like she's my own. She still is, but she's not mine.
So I'm glad you came today, and I'm glad you got the truth, and I hope you all feel that you're better having found it out. But now there's still a beautiful little girl that's established a relationship and a connection to you that you all have to figure out how to then either incorporate or somehow slowly move away. So her feelings and her spirit and her sense of self are protected, okay? And as a unit, figure out how to make this okay for Reginae, okay? I wish you the very best of luck. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.
Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Smith versus McBride.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Smith, you're here today because you claim that growing up, you were told again and again that different men were your dad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Today you say you hope to put an end to a lifelong mystery when you meet a man for the very first time that you finally believe is your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Smith, first take me back to when this mystery began.
When I was 15, I was told by a cousin that the guy that had been raising me was not my biological father.
Did you confirm that with your mother?
I did. She told they both ended up talking to me, and they told me the truth about it, and that there was a different man that was biologically my father. And when I got a little bit older, I tried to contact that guy, and he just didn't want anything to do with me.
Did you ever get a hold of him?
I actually went to his job, and he said that there was a test done, and that it came back negative. And when I asked him about the results of the test, I asked him if I can see the test results. He got real defensive about it, and he wouldn't have anything else to do with it. He said that he would contact his attorney if I brought it up anymore.
Really? So you waited and waited for this moment. You say you've been through so much in your life.
Yeah, it hurt me really bad knowing this guy that, had been there my whole life, finding out the truth that he wasn't, in fact, my biological father. And
Did anyone ever tell you why?
No. I asked him who hung around back then, in their group or whatever, and he had mentioned one man that could in fact be my father. So he told me that his name was Mr. McBride.
Okay.
And I contacted him on Facebook.
And that was sent to the man that's in court today?
Yes.
So you have made contact with him?
I have.
But you've never met him?
I haven't.
You're going to meet him for the first time. He is here right now with his wife. Jerome, will you please escort Mr. and Ms. McBride in?
Go up to the left side there.
Hello, Mr. and Ms. McBride. Thank you so much for being here. We're here talking with Ms. Smith about her journey, her long journey. Before she ever sent you that Facebook message, did you have any idea she existed?
No idea whatsoever, Your Honor.
He's real close with his children. And when she got a hold of him and the possibility that she was his daughter came up, he was upset because he said, well, I may have missed out on 35 years of her life.
Mr. McBride, you do remember the relationship with Miss Smith's mother, am I correct?
Yes, I do. I've talked to mutual friends and everything else, and I was never told. I had no idea whatsoever.
So you've seen her mother, talked to mutual friends you've had.
Yes.
And no one has ever mentioned Miss Smith?
That it was a possibility at all, no.
Do you believe she's your daughter?
I believe there's a great possibility of it.
You do? And why is it you believe that?
Well, from pictures that we've looked at, and like my wife will say sometimes that she acts a lot like I act like. And,
Your Honor, they're so much alike, it's uncanny.
Really?
Yes.
In which way? Describe, please.
Well, they not only look alike, and I have pictures here,
I'd like to see those. Jerome, would you hand me the pictures, please?
but their personalities are so strong, too. There's just an amazing resemblance. There is
And
just,
these are the photos you submitted to the court.
Yes, ma'am.
This photo is
The
Miss
one on
Smith
the
as
left
a child,
Angie, and the one on the right is
Mr. McBride's mother.
Mother, yes.
As a child.
They even have that little twist in their mouth that she's got that his father has.
Mr. McBride, you said you have boys.
yes, I have two boys.
Do you have any girl children?
No, I don't. I would have loved to have had a little girl. And
We bought her a dress because Dave said that he had never gotten to buy her one. So if she's his, we bought her a baby girl a dress.
So, Miss Smith, as beautiful as this is, there's still some doubt here as well.
There is doubt. I don't want to get hurt again after all of this that I've been through trying to find, who this person is. I just don't want to get hurt.
Jerome, I think it's time we go to the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Smith versus McBride, when it comes to 34-year-old Angela Smith, Mr. McBride, you are not her father.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm so sorry.
I know this was not the result any of you wanted.
I hope she finds cooperation from others, and maybe there's someone else we don't know about, but I hope she gets the answer she needs.
And we do too. Ms. Smith?
We will be there to help her.
We plan to make a trip to see her before winter comes in, and we're still going to do that.
Good. That's beautiful. I wish you all the very best of luck. Take care. Court is adjourned.
This is just too much. I've been dealing with this stuff for years. I don't even know. I really like you guys a lot. I really like them a lot. And I still want to continue the relationship and go from here.